get into color cosmetics, that's a whole different ball game. You have to learn color theory, and getting those darker tones are very difficult. And even learning what bright colors match darker skin or that will go well with it, I think that's great. And also, when it comes to just the basic skincare, I still do not think that skincare is universal. Sometimes people with darker skin do need a different type of skincare regimen. So I do feel like having that diversity within cosmetic science is necessary because you'll have insider knowledge and you'll be able to pretty much cater to a different demographic that's normally not thought of, and or it's always thought of
Mhm.
like, oh, skincare is universal, everybody can do the same thing, everybody can wear the same thing. Salicylic acid may work, for everybody, and that's just not true.
Yeah.
So
Polish in my hand, I'm ready to create each nail a masterpiece. I can hardly wait. Soft pastels or vibrant hues, each tells a tale in their artistry of nails. Nothing ever fails. With each swirl and twirl, let the magic begin in this kingdom of gloss. There's no end to the wind. Gloss on my fingertips, watch them shine bright. Painted like a canvas, colors taking flight. Feeling fierce and fabulous, I'm ready to ignite. Slaying the nail game every single night. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the Bird. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the Bird.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today we have a very special guest with us today. She is a cosmetic chemist. Please welcome Symone J. Hello, Symone, and how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. So I want to get really started and ask like where you're originally from and tell us about your upbringing.
Okay, so I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, directly in the city. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, I spent some time in the suburbs too, but I definitely grew up directly up in the city. And then after high school, I moved to Nashville, Tennessee to pursue my bachelor's of science in chemistry.
Mhm.
Graduated with my bachelor's in 2018. And then recently, I received my master's of science from the University of Cincinnati in cosmetic science.
Oh wow. What attracted you as far as like chemistry? What attracted you to chemistry?
So it's crazy because I originally wanted to go to cosmetology school, but my dad
Mhm.
was like, "Hey, we suggest that you go to a four-year university instead." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So he introduced me to pharmacy, and I was like, "Okay, well, I guess I can pick something in the sciences." I knew that I did not really
Mhm.
enjoy biology a ton. I
Yeah,
prefer
yeah, yeah.
chemistry because it's more of an application type science, so I can apply what I'm learning, if that makes sense.
Right.
And it
Exactly.
allows me to also be creative, so I just gave it a try because I felt like
Mhm.
everything else would not necessarily be interesting to me.
Mhm.
And yeah, I had a great time in undergrad, trying to blow stuff up, trying not to blow stuff up. It was very interesting, but I really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I did like cosmetology courses in my high school, so like from sophomore to senior
Mm,
year. Because my high school offered like different like career programs, whether it was like collision repair or like culinary, cosmetology being one of them, teaching, stuff like that.
right.
So I got licensed before I went to art school and stuff like that. So
Mm.
and I'm in Maryland also. So it's very interesting that you wanted to do like, cosmetology and it was like, go to a four-year university.
Yeah, I agree. I still to this day want to go to cosmetology school. So
Mhm.
I was like, it hasn't changed. But
Yeah.
thankfully I'm able to, use transferable skills because I'm like in high school, I used to love doing my hair all the time, my
Mhm.
nails, makeup, all this stuff, like doing it myself. And I'm like, hey, I would love to learn how to do it professionally. But I'm still grateful for the journey regardless.
Yeah, absolutely, totally. Now I want to get into as far as like, just being a cosmetic chemist. So what did you feel that was missing in regards to like cosmetics?
In cosmetics, I felt like having more diversity, especially among chemists.
Mhm.
Surprisingly, it is a male dominated field. And I was taken aback
Yeah.
when I learned that. But I think that also having more people of color in the field is definitely necessary because, especially when you get into not cosmetic, when you get into color cosmetics, that's a whole
Right.
different ball game. You have to learn color theory, and getting those darker tones are very difficult. And even learning what bright colors match darker skin or that will go well with it, I think that's great. And also, when it comes to just the basic skincare, I still do not think that skincare is universal. Sometimes people with darker skin do need a different type of skincare regimen. So I do feel like having that diversity within cosmetic science is necessary because you'll have insider knowledge and you'll be able to pretty much cater to a different demographic that's normally not thought of, and or it's always thought of
Mhm.
like, oh, skincare is universal, everybody can do the same thing, everybody can wear the same thing. Salicylic acid may work, for everybody, and that's just not true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the one thing you bring up a very good point as far as like with chemistry, chemists or even scientists is male dominant in itself. You know what I mean? A lot of a lot of times our science teachers when we go to grade school it's like male. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's not many female. I remember one time like during I guess my third or fourth grade of being in elementary school, and I had a science teacher, and she was a black woman, older black woman. She taught science and things like that. But I didn't see that a lot, like black women who are scientists,
Mhm.
chemists that teach chemistry or science. You know what I'm saying? So definitely there has to be more representation as far as that sector of beauty and nails.
Yes, I definitely agree.
Yeah, totally. So I want to get into as far as the next question. So in 2022, you created the Chemist Collective. So tell us about this platform.
So that platform was created by a group of me and my classmates from my master's program. We were in
Mhm.
our first year of the program at the University of Cincinnati, and we just created a study group at first. We were like, hey, we want people to follow along with us on our journey of pursuing our postbac and our master's in cosmetic science and just
Right,
educate more people on like skincare. So
right.
that's really where it began. It was literally just a group of study mates trying
Mhm,
to pursue the same thing, and we're
mhm.
still really good friends to this day. We're thinking about bringing it back too, but I really love the Chemist Collective. It was amazing, and I do think that if people can still find the Instagram page, it's still Chemist Collective as well as on Facebook.
So you are a cosmic chemist at Yeleen Beauty, which is a manufacturing brand. So what are some of the things Yeleen Beauty offers for those who might be thinking about starting a beauty business?
Okay, so Yeleen Beauty, it's a small black owned business in Washington, D.C.
Mhm.
And if you are a small business owner and you're making your skincare or hair care products in your kitchen, we provide a place for you to actually get out of your kitchen and make it with a chemist on site. So I am the said chemist on site. So let's say you have a body butter that you're always making or a oil that you're always making. You can rent out the space for $50 an hour. You can come by, and if you want to rent it out for 2 hours, if you want to rent it out for the whole 8 hours to make your products, you can do that on site, and you'll have access to me if you need help with anything. If you need some tips and tricks, you can come in, and I'll assist you with that. If you need assistance with labeling, packaging, we can provide that as well. And we are a contract manufacturer, so if you're looking to scale and grow as a small business, you can come to us and we will manufacture your products for you. And we do have small order quantities as well. And it's pretty hard to find manufacturers that are willing to work with small businesses because I used to work for one and their minimum order quantities were 5,000 units. But with
Wow.
us, with us, we offer 200 to 300 units as a start. And if you need something smaller, we got you on that as well. But it's definitely a place for small businesses, and if you need product development assistance, we offer that as well.
Oh, that's really, really cool. That's amazing. I've never seen like, a cosmetic company like, help with smaller businesses because usually, they'll go to a manufacturer and manufacturers will work with bigger brands, more established,
Hmm.
$1 million, $1 billion beauty brands. You know what I mean? So that's something cool. And that's very cool that you're focusing on the smaller business and helping them scale up.
Yes, absolutely. I love it. It's definitely aligned with my beliefs and my mission. I privilege work. previously worked for a larger manufacturer, and I just could see that, okay, smaller businesses, they need this type of assistance too, and they may not even have the funding for 5,000 units. They may not even have the audience for 5,000 units.
Right.
So, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, totally, most definitely. So, what were some of the challenges that you faced within being in the field of cosmetic chemistry?
I would say I would face a lot of issues when it came to clean beauty and what customers consider to be clean beauty. It could be difficult to explain to somebody like, hey, preservatives aren't all that bad. They're not as bad as you think. And yes, your shampoo, yes, your cleanser needs a preservative. But just trying to help customers like unlearn certain things, that's been very interesting because there's a lot of fear mongering, I feel, when it comes to marketing certain ingredients and products now in cosmetics.
Yeah, absolutely, totally. Now, I want to get into as far as in recent years, people are switching gears to more clean beauty based products.
Mhm.
You just talked about clean beauty. For people who may not know, what is considered clean beauty?
So, clean beauty is more so, I would say, a movement that allows us, or even as chemists and as consumers, to be more mindful of what's in our products, what we're purchasing, right? So,
Hmm.
what we're putting on our faces, does it have preservatives? Does it not have preservatives? Is this product toxic? Is it not? Like, for example, when we're learning about women getting relaxers, especially like women of color, and how
Right.
toxic they can be and how they can cause cancer and stuff like that. So clean beauty, I feel is a movement within the industry to make sure that we are more conscious of what we're putting on our skin and on our hair.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think one of the things too is, of course, it's definitely, being mindful of what we put on our skin, on our body, and our nails and things like that. And I think what a
Mhm.
lot of what people are focusing on now is more so like a natural, organic
Yep.
type of thing where it's like, like shea butter, cocoa butter, or olive oil, avocado oil, and some people
Hmm.
say like they make their own like hair conditioners and shampoos and soaps and things like that. So we're getting towards more of a type of clean beauty where it's like whole based products or whole based
Yes.
ingredients.
Yes, I agree. And I just love the basics. Like, yes, I'm a
Mhm.
chemist, but I like keeping it simple with just the butters and oils. You can never go wrong with that at all. So I
Mhm.
agree.
Yeah, I want to get into as far as branding. So for skincare and hair care, as far as or just with any type of cosmetic branding, how important is branding and what will be some of the things people should consider as far as branding their beauty products?
I would say transparency is definitely important with branding as well as packaging.
Mhm.
So starting with transparency, of course, always make sure your customers are aware of what is in your products. There are certain ingredients that are harder to pronounce. And I think that when I see not customers, when I see different businesses providing definitions of what ingredients are on their packaging listed, like on the ingredients list, or just how it was made, I think that's amazing for branding because I'm more likely to purchase something when I really do know what's in it and it's made or listed in terms of something like I can understand, even as not as a chemist, I'll be able to understand what's in my product. And then as far
Mhm.
as packaging, I do feel like packaging goes a long way. You can have an amazing product, but if it's in like dull packaging, I probably will go next to something that's like brighter, standing out. I want to collect these bottles or I want to collect this jar. So I would
Mhm.
definitely say those are the two most important things when it comes to branding.
Mhm. I want to get into as far as the beauty industry. So, especially, what's your thoughts in regards to the progression of the beauty industry? What are some things you like about the beauty industry or the beauty world, or what are some things you think it could be improved on?
So one thing I like now is that people are being more conscious of like the beauty world.
Mhm.
And for example, like Ulta Beauty World, that was a whole thing that nobody knew about. And I
Mhm.
just thought it was amazing that we could see people coming together and like, oh, I love this. I love this product. It's sold at Ulta. I would love to go support this. Also, when it comes to extensions of different lines, like makeup lines to darker colors, right? Or darker
Mhm.
pigments to include more people. Also, when it comes to people that have sensitive skin, I think that it's becoming more inclusive and it's not just a one size fits all. And also, I love that in the beauty industry, people are focusing more so on education nowadays than just, oh, let me just sell you this product because it's going to make you look pretty. No, like I want to
Mhm.
educate you on what this does, what this ingredient does, and how it can be beneficial for you. So I do think that it's the beauty industry is definitely changing and growing, and it's more consumer conscious than it was before.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that goes into where people are aware of what they put on their body and on their nails and things like that, and I think people are more aware of what's in their products, what
Hmm.
chemicals and stuff like that is in it. That's like with food. Like, if it's
Yeah,
something you can't read it, don't consume it. So,
exactly.
so it's like, the thing is like, for example, with like Hawaiian Punch. I used to love that as a kid, but
Hmm.
there's so many additives and dyes and stuff you can't pronounce and things like that. Then people are talking about like certain ice cream brands have like certain stuff in it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's just like, I think people are more trying to gain a sense of education as to what's in it and what chemicals to look out for or to be
Yes.
aware of.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So I want to get into as far as just like, the next question. So for people who don't know how to, read ingredients or like, look out for certain chemicals, what are some things that people should look out for as far as certain chemicals like to be aware of and avoid and things like that?
I would say EWG Scan, that website is a good tool to use and it'll help you break down what ingredients are in the like your favorite products. And also I would definitely be on the lookout for products that have like paraffins in them, phthalates. I know some people may have issues with products with silicones in them. I do
Hmm.
have a different point of view when it comes to silicones. But I would say stay away from like cyclic silicones like cyclomethicone, stuff like that. But
Hmm.
dimethicone, you're safe. Um, and I would say, yeah, I would say definitely use the tools that are provided for you, such as EWG Skin. I even have to use that. And then as a chemist, I use a website called UL Prospector
Hmm.
that helps me to determine what an ingredient is because I don't know everything. So I'm
Right.
able to look it up and see what it can and cannot do, who possibly sells it. But yeah, I would definitely say be on the lookout for paraffins, phthalates, and certain silicones, depending on what you prefer.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely, most definitely. I want to get into as far as the next question. So, some a little bit off topic, a little bit. What does a non-work day look like for you?
Hmm. So a non-work day recently has looked like me just chilling at home with my dog. I have a little 8-year-old dog. He's so tiny. He's
Mm.
only like 8 pounds. He's a Yorkie poo, and just spending time with him or going shopping. Also, I'm obsessed with Ulta, so I'm definitely spending a lot of my time in Ulta. I was part of the Ulta Beauty World people waiting
Right. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get my ticket. I didn't
Yeah.
get it,
Right.
but
Right. Yeah.
I was part of that as well. And then
Mhm.
since I recently moved to the DMV area, I've just been trying to explore the area a lot more, find social clubs, and just go out, grab a drink. I love a good happy hour. So yes, and I love being social. I know a lot of chemists get a bad rap for not being social or for being like socially awkward, but I love to yap and I love me a good joke. So
I want to also ask this next question: like, what are some of your favorite Black-owned like skincare, hair care brands, possibly?
So, I would say the one on the top of my list right now, is Donna's Recipe and Tab and Chance
Mhm.
by Miss Tabitha Brown. I literally just met her last week at Cosmoprof Miami, and she was the sweetest thing. And I just love their fragrance brand. It's to me pretty rare to find like black owned fragrance brands that also care about what they are putting in their fragrances
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
because I
Mhm.
have allergies when it comes to certain scents and fragrances, and I can't do everything. Like I will literally go into anaphylactic shock when it comes to certain fragrances.
Mm.
Like I cannot
Right.
go into a Bath and Body Works and stay in there for too long. But with
Yeah.
Tab and Chance, that was something I recently just explored, and I was able to smell the scents. Like it was amazing. So right now they're on the top of my list, especially Donna's Recipe, because I used to have a fade and I just grew my hair back. So I've been trying to figure out what products work well for me.
Right.
And I've also heard that Sacred is amazing. So I really want to try that soon for sure. I heard that the girlies are raving over Sacred hair care.
Mm. Now, how would you describe like your hair care routine?
So, I'm still adjusting it. But I would say on a weekly basis, I try to wash my hair like with shampoo, not necessarily a clarifying shampoo, but like a hydrating and moisturizing shampoo. Just to not dry it out because I do have coarse, 4C hair.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
I
me too.
just learned how to effectively blow dry my hair because it just scares me.
Mm.
So I got one of those like lighter blow dryers that have like the round brush attachments at the end, and it has like
Mm.
different sizes to
Right.
make it more gentle. Like for my hair, I also use the flexible detangling brushes now, and I also make sure that I keep a leave-in conditioner on deck and a hydrating conditioner on deck all the time. But I do try to do my hair every single week and at least once a month do a clarifying shampoo and use a deeply hydrating hair mask just to lock
Mm.
in all the moisture, and then I'll seal it with some oil after all is said and done. And sometimes I'll wear a half wig, I'll wear a ponytail, I'll wear my natural curls. But I do try to switch it up so I'm not doing the same thing all the time.
Mm. Yeah, totally, totally. So, last but not least, where can people find you on social media, and how can people support you and check out Yeleen Beauty?
So you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Mona the Chemist. On Facebook, you can find me at the Beauty Lab. I just started a page and I would love if people can follow me on there. And I also restarted my content journey on YouTube, and my YouTube channel is called The Mona Blue. Super excited about that. And then if you're interested in product development or just need a space to make your products or even just an event space, you can find us at YeleenBeauty.com. We offer free initial consultation for beauty brand owners, business consulting, and all the things. So just reach out to us via that website. And you can always send me an email at Symone at YeleenBeauty.com.
All right, that's absolutely incredible. Well, thank you so much, Symone, for jumping on. I appreciate this conversation, getting to know more about the cosmetic chemist side of things, especially in beauty, your perspective in regards to beauty. It was a wonderful conversation. Just thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. This is great.
Yes, absolutely. Take care.
You too.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms, and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. Bye bye.